Construction of the Angololo multipurpose dam, a joint project between Kenya and Uganda in collaboration with the Nile Equatorial Lake Subsidiaries Action Program, is set to commence. The 430 square kilometre project at Kalait area, Busia County, is expected to offer water for irrigation and domestic use, as well as generate 1.75 megawatts of electricity.
The Malaba River, a natural phenomenon straddling the border of Kenya and Uganda. The flow of this water is erratic, either flooding or drastically low during drought, and its wake affecting farming activities. The Angololo multipurpose dam project involves the construction of a dam with a 43 million cubic meter capacity, supplying 20,000 people with water for domestic use, and putting 3,300 hectares of land under irrigation, comprising of 1,180 hectares in Busia County, Kenya, and 2,120 hectares in Uganda's Tororo district. A public-private partnership financing model has been adopted for construction of this project.
Feasibility studies and dissemination of the findings, and throughout that process, the members of the public and national government administration and other stakeholders have effectively been involved during physical meetings as well as online meetings. And they have made valuable contributions as to how the project should be executed.
Once the infrastructure has been set up, we will require to think about last mile connectivity for the water systems, just to ensure that the public is benefiting optimally.
The project supporting hydroelectric power, fish farming, diversification of farming and poverty alleviation.
There's a lot that one can do. They are talking of fish farming, cage farming, using cages in the dam. It will be another source of income or livelihood, so that people can be raising fish and making money out of it.
Those affected by the project are, however, wary after several delays in its implementation since 2011. They say they have waited with bated breaths, and as the timelines were constantly adjusted, delaying their expected economic transformation, anticipated jobs and tourism prospects.
We have been having a situation of drought in these areas that we could not timely know when to plant, and certain crops we could not, the community could not plant. But right now, because of this project, the community is well aware that there are certain types of crops, especially the vegetation, that they are able now to plant at any time of their wish.
I've heard the engineers say that there's no way they are going to impound all the water and leave the river or leave nothing flowing downstream. There will be quite a lot of water. There is already, they are already putting a spillway somewhere to make sure that some of the water goes back to the river. Mark you, we are also having another component here which I had not mentioned. There will be a hydropower generation in this dam. So meaning that some of the water that will be generating electricity will be going back into the river, meaning that there is no single time when this river downstream people will lack water. There will be plenty of water. Yeah, so, and then even the downstream people, because we have been engaging with them, they saw a lot of advantage in this, because, simply because the flooding that has been taking place downstream will be contained. There will be no more flooding. The flow of the water will be regulated along the river. So there are no negative impacts in the area of people not having enough water for their own usage. There will be plenty of water.
Kitu ambacho kitakuja kututoa katika limbi la umaskini kulinganishwa na wakati wazazi wetu wamekuwa katika eneo hili. Hakika eneo hili limekuwa chini, hakuna mradi wowote ambao watu wangeweza kusalisha ila tu ukulima kidogo kidogo ambayo wamekuwa wakishughulika.
Even though land acquisition has been settled for the first phase of the project, there are still murmurs about compensation. The project, to be done within 18 months, is expected to reduce vices within their community, such as cross-border smuggling, sand harvesting, and the insecurity blamed on unemployment. Reporting for Prime Edition, my name is Ibak Said.